Hello, and welcome back to Statistically Improbable Productions, aka my justification for my dice addiction. Um, we are about to, where did we leave off last time? Who wants to take on the recap? Uh, looks like it's on you, Max.
I remember bits and pieces. Okay, I remember John came back. He successfully convinced this guy to go looking for something. He came back up. He locked the doctor in here, and we're pretty sure that we heard screams and stuff, so we're pretty sure that the worm thing is in here too, making a feast out of her. Aside from that, we wound up going down to this area to kill one of the worms, which we did. And that's about all I remember.
That's a very, yeah, that's pretty much it. um, yeah, last time you guys had defeated one of the worms. You had suffered a few injuries along the way. However, you've managed to patch yourselves up a little bit. But Win was majorly injured. Um, uh, and was had reached the unstable condition. Hell, I believe you've taken 2 harm from when you healed Max.
Inadvertently, I think you're right.
Yeah. Um. So, she's currently suffering from a massive acid burn on her back. John had made some interesting choices. In the last few moments of the session. Where he had locked what was the person's name? Chris Larson in the closet that he suspected had a death worm inside it after acquiring the her key card.
In my defense, she was pretty brisk with me.
Brisk.
Which is all the justification you need. But yeah. So that is where we're sort of picking back up.
Hell is going to run up to Wynn, who is definitely more injured than Hal is used to dealing with. While I can heal, this looks far more serious. So I'm gonna attempt to teleport. So I open a hell gate, so to speak.
Okay. So that's a roll of I forget what. Don't worry, it's only been a month since we played.
I believe it's weird.
Yeah, roll plus weird. And we'll see how well this works out. Because, yeah, Win is very injured.
Oh, damn.
Damn. That's a double 6.
Double 6 plus 2. What a strong start.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
Right.
What's your face?
So, yeah, you're able to run up to Win and take the both of you away. Will just go through that next session probably. And I'm assuming you come fairly quickly back.
Oh no, I thought I'd just stay at the hospital this whole session. I think that would be it.
You're just out to
a side story medical drama.
Yeah, just both of you just out and leave Max and John to their own accord.
You
Yeah, good luck,
integrate them breaking out into this.
Yeah, sounds about right. So Max, you see how just Whisk went away in another one of these how you described it as like what would appear like a Hellgate sort of spawn, you had said?
Yeah, it's like underneath myself and whoever I'm attempting to, travel with. It's like this murky, inky black energy, and then there's sort of like, as it spreads out to create a circle around us, there's a bit of a red light that rings around it, and then it just whoop, and people just disappear into it.
Yeah, I think you may have witnessed this at least once before, Max.
Okay.
I believe she'd taken John away she had taken John away in a similar manner, and then come back. You haven't yet seen John since she did that, though.
Okay.
I'm sure he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah. Totally not dead somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of that. Yeah, you have not seen John since she did that to him. And now she took Win with her this time.
It's a little girl, guys.
Just a totally innocent little girl.
Cheers to that.
In
Do I
this,
see her come back, or
that depends on how quickly Hal comes back. But the
I'm assuming that she's just dropping further to get to the entrance door and then coming back.
I mean, I'm not, pushing her out the side of a van onto the front steps of the hospital. I'm probably
Johnny,
gonna.
sounds like you are.
I'm probably gonna
Sounds like you could.
and
yeah,
make sure she gets into a room, onto a bed.
yeah, I'd say there'd be a moment where you're kind of alone.
Like, I feel like this isn't the first time. Obviously, like, I believe the skill stipulates. Just a second now. It has to have been somewhere that I've been before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you've visited before. Or to a person that you know well.
Yeah.
So, I think Hel has probably done this before. Likely for her other associates and her guardian. So she'd probably have a specific like alleyway or like an area that's not very popular with people that she knows that she could just loop to, like teleport into, as to not be seen, and then gently walk whoever it is she's with around the corner into the main areas.
Yeah. So, for a moment, Max, you are just alone for a brief, first little period.
Few minutes.
Yeah. Is there anything you do in the interim?
I think Max is gonna go what the fuck first, because now he's by himself, not knowing really anything that's going on. So,
Yeah, this is a weird situation.
yeah, it is. So, what would he do? Because he seems that he's alone right now.
Yep. You're currently standing in the archive of this science center.
I'm gonna roll with these right dice. I'm gonna roll with these 6. And Highs, he's going to investigate the room, and I guess Lowe's is going to try and make his way back to Dr. Ferreira. That is a 6, so he's going to stay here then. And he's going to try and figure out, like, if there's any important information in this room, so I guess investigate.
There very much could be. What are you looking at? Are you looking at the shelves of journals, the bookshelves? So
yeah,
some of them have.
I guess he's going to try and find information on these creatures.
Okay.
Anything more, or like what their intended use is for.
Okay.
Should I roll?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking for a second. What was that? Oh.
Yeah.
3 and a 2. Unfortunate. Wait,
Well, it brings me up another experience point, so that's good.
You must be close to getting a full bar of experience, eh?
I'm 3 out of 5. Because, like, literally up until last section, I succeeded on everything I wanted to do.
Suffering from success.
Right?
So, as you're looking through this area, trying to find any information about these worms or anything, you don't. Nothing you're looking at seems to pertain to um, whatever these creatures were. You see different titles for different types of research, but they seem fairly generalized. Um, it doesn't look like they keep any of the those anything that's in that secondary lab. Doesn't any of that information doesn't look like it's kept here that you can tell.
And I guess the last thing we're gonna do is what's this?
What's what? Oh,
This room.
that's a elevator, a freight elevator.
Oh. Okay. A freight elevator.
Were you wanting to go in?
Yeah, I'm curious why the black hasn't been removed from it.
Because no one entered it. It's closed door.
I'm trying to figure out where this thing connects on the map. It's like everything's supposed to be like. Can I like? Is it like a window to look inside, or is it just like metal doors?
Metal doors. Yeah.
You know what? Sure, why not? Feels like something he would do. So I press the button. Is it like an up or a down, or just a down or an up? Like what direction does this go in?
It seems to just go down.
Okay.
Fascinating. That was a very smart comment, James. I see what you mean on the map.
Yeah, because this and this are on top of each other because you have the opening here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be over here.
Yeah.
But it's not.
So maybe it goes up. No,
Well,
it goes down.
It goes down.
And this is this. So this is something else entirely.
Either it's some sort of overhang, or it's just nowhere downstairs that we.
Is there anything marked?
You would
like on the elevator.
you would know that this, just from seeing the outside of this place, that this section is an overhang area. So if you were to assume this elevator might just go directly outside of the building.
Oh, okay.
They put their freight elevator in the library archives room.
And so, like, the most important place, arguably.
No one said this place was run well. I mean, it has mutant killer worms crawling all over the place.
This is true. Exceptionally messy.
So is that information that you're giving me that I know what goes outside?
Yeah, it's probably a loading area down below, and then this would connect to that.
Okay. I see no other reason down there. So I guess I'm gonna make my way back to Dr. Ferrera.
And hell, just let me know at what point you would assume you'd come back at.
Yeah, for sure.
It's up
I
to
don't
you.
think his little look into the elevator, I don't think would take very long. I expect she'd take a little bit more time.
He would have also gone through like some of the bookshelves as well, so that would have taken some time as well. Max, also, how are you doing for harm? Are you
I think I was healed all the way.
okay? I wasn't sure. I thought you might have been, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm back to 7 out of 7 because of that health transformation.
Okay. So, yeah, you enter that area, and Dr. Francis Ferreira is there. Um, and where did you leave her at? She was just told to make sure nobody else entered, right?
Yeah. So I want to ask her, because I still have no idea that John's here. If she knows where the route heading south goes, and what's beyond the double doors going to the east.
So she thinking the south door, the door at the end of that area is just a custodian's closet.
Okay.
The double doors lead to a stairwell that goes to the first floor, and then a hallway that wraps around.
Okay.
Not much of not many things are kept in those areas. It's more just walkways.
Also, thinking about everything that's going on, I'm gonna ask her, does this place have a sprinkler system?
Yes, it does. We follow regular uh fire precautions, mandates.
And would these sprinklers be in every room? And where would I activate it? If I needed to, if the fire breaks out.
Where?
I don't know why I'm trying to hide stuff from her. She has to tell me everything I want, so.
The old trick is to just hold a fire, like a lit match or something, up to the fire detector.
That's true, but but it might only go off in one area. Just like a master switch or something. You can just turn it on and it goes off.
I would also call emergency services to our area.
Yes.
Yeah, they're already here.
More emergency services.
And then we just GTFO.
She thinks it's like, I don't know if there's a way to activate all the sprinklers at once. Most areas have a fire alarm switch that can be pulled, though I'm pretty sure they do it for just the individual area.
Is there a way to turn off the alarm if it goes off?
I'm
without notifying anybody.
that's beyond my knowledge.
Okay.
I've never worked with the fire alarm system.
Alright. So I'm at a loss now because I'm by myself.
I was just about to say, I think Hell pops back into the lab.
There. Into the lab. Right behind Max.
Wow. Jeez. Whew. Alright. What's the plan, man?
It's at this point that you guys would hear a very muffled scream.
A muffled scream.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
Lovely. From
And
which
tell
direction?
what direction?
North.
Take off running.
And it's a muffled scream that gets cut off almost immediately.
Lovely.
Still running, but then I slow down at this door,
J-
and
John, you probably would have gotten through the door before that scream occurred. If that's the direction you were heading.
Sure, why not?
I don't want to assume, but...
Hell has her water bottle out, cap off, ready to flash.
So you guys all run into each other in the decontamination room.
There.
Good, you guys are here.
Who was that you? Who was screaming?
Oh, that was the director, I think. She, I was with her, and then we were in the storage closet here, and one of the worms appeared, and I managed to get out in time, but it got her. I managed to seal it in the room, though.
Oh. Damn, that's too bad.
So, you were both in the room with the worm, but you got out, and she didn't.
Yeah, I told her to leave, but she wanted to stay and investigate it.
This would be like the biggest time if there was this thing that's like an inside check in this thing.
I don't think she realized how dangerous they were. Maybe
Hell's
that's
just
why
like,
she didn't order her employees to go home or anything, and why she had them still here working.
they really take you off guard.
Well, should
Anyway.
we go kill the worm then? Since we kind of know it's there.
No, it's sealed in the room. I'm sure it's fine. Also, fun story. I have her key card now, and we should find her office and scour that for any relevant documents. And then we should
what's
go.
going on with the police officer? Why is he moving there?
What?
Yeah, I just let him jump into here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, my screen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shenanigans?
Yeah, shenanigans.
He's gone.
Which to me thinks that he's coming up the stairs.
Trying
Great.
to gaslight players. Come on.
We should go kill that worm. Look, I wanted to get out of here. I was like, why are we staying here? This is a really terrible place that we shouldn't be for long. That's what I said. That's what I thought. I still kind of think that. But we decided to stay so that we could kill these gross little worm things. So are we gonna go kill it or what? And then Hell's just gonna walk out the door.
I think the worms aren't our problem. Not our problem. We didn't make them. We didn't set them free.
Got
Yes,
killed
but-
by one of them.
But also, if they get out of the building, though, they will be our problem.
Not
Hell
if
yeah.
we are on the other side of town. Ah, you guys are too
I,
soft.
I think we should. I think we should kill it. 'Cause, like, there's only 3. We've killed one. The other one is trapped. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You take over her body and she's a zombie now.
Alright, let's do it. So we have to go out and around, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
There's
there's a door
a
right here.
there.
Oh, there's a door right there? Cool. Let's assume I walk through that.
The door's locked.
Oh. So then we're going around.
Well, no, the door to the closet is locked. This door is unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you guys. I sealed it in.
Does the key card open this door?
It would, yeah. That's how I sealed it in.
Okay, perfect. Let's unseal it and go kill this worm. Everybody got their water?
Mm-hmm.
Before I open the door, I wanna listen at the door.
Okay. Would this classify as read a bad situation? I feel like it would.
You tell me.
Depending who you ask.
I feel like it's bad, it's just we don't have Max and I don't have all the information. We just think there's a worm in there that's killed somebody.
I mean, I don't think it requires any particular
Yeah. So you
luck or
listen.
skill to just
Yeah.
listen at a door. Like I hear what I hear.
Yeah. You hear, as you listen into the door, you hear a very, I don't know how to describe it besides sizzling, slurping, and yeah, basically sizzling and slurping inside, and occasional slithering. A lot of S sounds.
Delightful.
And definitely no human-made sounds.
Not that you can tell.
Okay. I forget. Which way does the door open? Outwards or inwards?
I'd say it'd probably open inwards. Makes the most sense to me.
So like towards me as I open it?
No, like in the...
Oh, into the room. Yeah, okay.
Opens into the room. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, I will bip unlock the door, and then I'll have my hand on it and be like, okay, you guys ready? And assuming they are ready, I'll push the door open and then I'll back off.
You push open the door, and inside as light fills the room, you see the body of Chris Larkin on the ground, partially dissolved in acid as the worm lays over top of it. Um, Eating the body of this person.
Lovely.
As the light enters the room, its head whips up to look directly at you guys.
And then we see like it's like what is it? Just see an empty hallway because we're here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it would look at us.
Well, it looks up at the door that just opened.
Does it have eyeballs?
Since you ducked behind, you probably didn't get a good enough view to see if it had eyes. I have way too many images on here. Trying to find the worm. Yeah, you didn't get a good view to see if it had eyes or not.
Okay.
But it would have noticed you duck behind as the door opened. So it's going to immediately slither out.
And I want to throw my water bottle, the water in the water bottle, onto it as soon as it comes around.
And I would also like to afterwards dump more of my water.
I think most of the big water jug was emptied.
No, I did a quarter of it.
But then Wynn tipped up the rest because you weren't using enough.
Damn.
But you go to throw the water at it as it's slithering around the corner. I would say this would count as an act under pressure as opposed to kick some ass.
Probably.
So, roll for that.
Yeah. Looking for that now. Act under pressure, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
6
all
and a
right.
1.
Keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay.
So, I'd say that you successfully dunk the water onto it, and as its body starts to sizzle and like partially dissolve, its full attention is now on you.
That tracks.
But you do see it's like now squirming in pain. Um,
Before it has a chance, I would like to take the water bottle from Hell and dump more water on it.
well, how much did how would you have used all of it basically?
I guess yes. Like I'm picturing like if you're in a like a water fight with somebody and you have like a full like one of those tall like hockey style water bottles where you take the top off and you just like lob the water in it. So I don't know if there's going to be a lot left, to be totally honest.
Let's see.
But you
Because it's literally just a water bottle filled with water.
so Max, is there any? Her bottle's basically empty. Is there anything else you'd like to try? You can see that's starting to like, it's sizzling and starting to like dissolve as the water covers its form. It's not looking okay.
I'd like to look up at the ceiling and do I have a chance to see a sprinkler head above it?
I'd say there likely would be probably two sprinkler heads on like basically above between you and Hell, and on the other side of the hall as well. So one here and one here.
Lovely. I would like to punch it and kind of break it to make it spew water.
Ooh.
With my last knuckle dusters that I didn't eat.
Does punching a sprinkler system set it off?
Googling now.
If tampered with, struck by tools or equipment, or damaged, can also go off without warning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
go.
I
Yeah.
also thought the same thing.
Okay. I would say this would also count as an act under pressure to try and get it to go off.
Okay. Oh my god.
Ugh.
That's 2 and a 1.
Brutal.
This is really bad.
Yikes.
Oh, that's more experience.
Yeah. So, you go to punch the sprinkler and you hit it, but it kind of like cracks it a bit and water does start coming out, but it splashes.
Because I'm not going to argue the fact that I'm trying to physically attack it like, with punching with a knuckle duster and I should have like kicked some ass on the sprinkler head.
Kick some ass refers to like direct combat with something else. Where both of you take harm.
Okay.
Act under pressure is more of a general trying to do something that is difficult.
Okay.
So when you punch this, you do set it off, but it's like cranked in a way after you hit it that no water goes over the worm and it just soaks you. Um, completely.
Lovely.
Um,
And I open my mouth, fill it, and squirt it at the snake.
uh,
I mean, you could try and fill up the water bottle again.
before that happens, John, do you have anything you'd like to attempt during all this chaos?
I'm already like kind of hurt, so I'm mostly just looking out for number one here. Nah, I think I'm just getting a little distance between myself and the death worm. I didn't want to fight the worm.
um,
Jake, I would also argue that before we decided to begin this encounter, Hal had asked, all right, everybody have their water? And Max said yes. So Max was under the impression
okay.
Yeah,
Sorry
if you
about
had
that.
an empty bottle, you would not say yes. You wouldn't.
but this is Max we're talking about.
True, but a see-through container of water would be a particular level of, let's go with unaware.
Like a nat 1 for a intelligence.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Am I playing the himbo?
Oh, yeah.
That is fair. I didn't think of that. So, however, if was to dump the water out of the jug, the actor under pressure roll would have still been there. But things just play out slightly different. Where
I have an idea, but we can keep it the way it is. And just say that Max is just really stupid.
I mean, you could still have the jug on you and you were just trying to set off the sprinklers because that might have had a better result.
Okay. I have ideas, though, just with our current situation, though. So I'm fine with just continuing on.
We'll just note that you do still have the jug.
Okay.
You were just trying for the sprinkler system to see if that panned out, and it did not.
Okay.
But
I had an idea right now.
as this occurs, the worm turns to hell. And you can see it's charging the electricity in its jaw. And it's attempting to attack you with the surge, with the electric ability.
Okay, do I have time to blip?
Are you blipping yourself or are you taking Max with you?
That's a good question. I'm so sorry, Max. I think it's instinctual where she just blips herself to safety.
Okay, I will still have you. Dave, did you have something to say, John? Okay,
Nope.
I thought I heard you say something. So I will have your roll plus weird just to see if you can do it fast enough to dodge lightning, essentially.
Well,
Damn it.
Dang. You are rolling well right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that easy. Just roll well.
Just roll good and everything works out.
get good, guys. Come on.
So, the unfortunate circumstance of this, with the failure and the instant blip out, how you get out and Max, drenched in the water, the arc of lightning, goes towards you instead.
Lovely.
Since you're further away, I'll say it's not as strong as it would be. You only take 2 harm
Okay.
from the shock. Where does hell blip to?
Good question. Probably. It was instinctual. So
Just
probably
completely
back-
out.
Well, no. Yeah. Probably back to the last place that she blipped in, which would have been like either here or here.
Yeah, you blipped into the off the lab. So that's where you blipped to.
Okay. In that case, she's going to fill up her water bottle and come charging out.
Okay. In the interim, Max, John, any moves you'd like to make?
Yes. So I'm completely drenched in water, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't say body slam. Don't say body slam.
I'm picturing body slam.
Not quite.
Do it.
No. I'm gonna. Max is gonna take off his shirt and he's going to throw it over top of the worm. It is soaking wet.
This is a true himbo moment, and I'm so proud of you.
Finally, an excuse to get my shirt off.
Yeah. And
But
so
my question we haven't gone into too much detail about your glamour. Is it like an actual physical thing or is it just an illusion?
Oh no, he wears clothes. Like he's not like. A
Yeah, I know, but
he
like,
wears clothes.
is it a jacket? Does it actually change your outfit, or is it just an illusion? You're actually wearing the jacket and stuff underneath.
Yeah, like I'm physically wearing clothes.
But is it like your waiter's shirt or is it the jacket?
No, the waiter shirt.
Okay, so your glamour is sort of a bit physical,
Yeah.
not just illusion.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll be taking off the waiter shirt, which is drenched, and I'm gonna throw it over top of the worm. And then if I can, I'd like to get on the other side of it and kick it into the stream of water.
Let's see. I say this. At least the first part of the shirt and the draping will be an act under pressure
Okay.
to see if you can capture this thriving thrashing.
Yeah, I'm really scared to roll with these dice again. So if I fail again, then these are my real one.
5 and a 4.
Mhm.
Mixed success.
You're you are able to throw it over. You rip your shirt off and throw it over the creature. But in doing so, it's um lightning does shock you. And you would take another harm as you go to try and kick it.
Okay.
However, it also takes
Water damage.
yeah harm from that. So you ran over to it, draped it, and then tried to kick it.
Yeah, I tried to kick it so it goes into the water screen area.
Yeah, I'd say no, I'd say you that's good. So you're able to do that. How you're running back up?
I am.
Say during this chaos, you'd probably get to that door. John, just still hanging out.
Well, I would recall that there's water bottles up there, or like water jugs.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm running to get one of them.
Okay. One exploded on your back. Max has another one, but there would be the one that's actually attached to the thing itself.
I'll get that one.
Okay, you grab that and start heading back. The worm thrives, thrashes around, trying to get out of this sobbing wet shirt. As it's
To be continually poured on my water too now. So.
Oh yes. Is there an action you'd like to take? Another move you'd like to take, Max?
I step on that. Maybe attempt to like swish it.
That would be a kick some ass. I believe in you.
I'm gonna change that.
Ooh.
6 and a 3.
Yes.
That's what we like to see.
Yep, and with my one ability, I get to use my weird instead of tough for kick-ass.
Okay, so you get to choose an extra effect, I believe.
Extra effect. I don't have advance.
No, but on a 10 plus, you either gain advantage, take one forward, or give one forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, which is plus 1 harm. You suffer 1 less harm because during this chaos you exchange blows, or you force them where you want them.
We'll do an extra harm.
just just so you're aware, like when kick ass happens, you both exchange harm of your whatever you're doing versus what their regular harm damage is.
Okay.
Um,
And you're saying regular. I'm assuming it doesn't know where I am to shoot lightning at me.
essentially.
Okay.
Um,
Terms are acceptable.
I just want to make sure that you're aware of the situation.
Yep.
So you just go up to it and just stomp on it. Which I'll say the stomp would normally do 1 harm. You're choosing to do an extra harm for terrible harm. And I'll say because of the water gushing on it from everywhere, you're going to inflict 3 levels of harm just from stomping on it.
Okay.
And as you do, you feel your the surge as it's just flailing, just trying to get out of this. Its acid isn't working, because it's just being dissolved by the water. You take 3 harm, and your muscles seize. What are you currently at?
6 out of 7.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Is it dead?
However, the motion under the shirt ceases as your body locks up, foot still just laying on it. For a brief moment, you're not able to move, but that eventually subsides, and you're able to work your muscles again.
Okay.
But you are not okay.
No, I'm not. I think I'm gonna slowly make my way over to this while I'll just sit down.
So,
How do you reverse harm?
you can do sort of first aid on yourself, to reduce 1 harm per injury you've taken. So, if you had taken all the harm from one thing, you could only reduce it by 1.
Okay.
And doing first aid won't stabilize you. You need actual medical attention to stabilize. Except for unless you have an ability that says otherwise.
Okay.
I'd say since you had taken from a couple different injuries, you can treat them individually.
Okay. So I was hit 3 times, wasn't I? Yeah, I was hit 3 separate times.
Yeah. So I'd say you could take a few more, like, the more you're healing, the longer it'll take. So it's going to take a few minutes, but you can sort of bandage yourself up. But being unstable means that your injuries.
I wasn't unstable.
What?
I wasn't unstable.
Yeah, if you took 6 harm, then you would be.
Oh. So anything over the line makes you unstable?
Yeah.
Okay.
And first aid can't undo that.
Okay.
So even if you go back under the line, you're still considered unstable.
Okay.
At the risk of also being unstable, Hal will come up to Max and offer to try and help you if you would like.
He'll take it.
Yeah, last time we tried this, it didn't end well.
That's true. It is risky. Yeah, it's risky, but yeah, so I can. Here, I'll send it to chat there. Take a read through that real quick, Max, and decide if you still want me to risk it for the biscuit.
Let's give it a shot.
If she rolls bad, you die.
Oh, I still have 4. I'm down to 4. I'm down to 3 harm.
Yeah. So you won't die, and you're unstable anyway.
Yeah.
Think
Oh.
of the devil.
And the devil's name is Max.
Well,
Okay.
At least you mark experience.
Does she get to mark it?
She marks it.
Okay, so I take 2.
Damn it.
Hal, what does this look like as you try to heal and it just completely rebounds?
Good question. So Hal reaches her hands out. There starts to be like a slight warmth and slight red glow, like it's supposed to. And then she kind of gives a little shake, like she didn't quite have a grip on her magic like she should. And one of her hands just like claws out for a second and then comes back to itself, but it had already like pierced him a bit.
Yeah. So you reach out to Max, and again, his form isn't what you're used to interacting with, and there's an intense heat that you feel as you try to connect with his energy, and it just burns.
And she's also probably afraid of hurting herself again. Like, that's sitting in the back of her mind as she tries to do this.
So, unfortunately, Max, you take 1 harm from this as she tries to heal. Like, you feel the warmth briefly, but then wait, where'd he go? Max?
Disparu.
Max!
There he is.
Sorry, my washing machine went off. I didn't know the drive.
When did you leave?
Huh?
When did you leave?
Oh, I heard something went into me. Yeah, that was it.
So I just said in my head, I was also afraid that I was going to get hurt again in the process of healing you, so it kind of misfired. And then Jake said that you take 1.
Yeah, you take 1 more harm. As she reaches out to you, and you feel the warmth at first is comforting, but then it gets warmer and then hot and then a shearing pain.
So instead of 2 health, I take 3.
No, you just take 1 harm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes I have a handle on it, and sometimes I don't. And I'm gonna be like, so where's John? And like, why wasn't he doing anything? You're fighting.
And this
And
is.
John shows up with his jug of water.
I'm ready, guys.
Okay, where is it?
I just kind of look over at Max.
He just kind of like lifts his hand up and points in the other room.
I peek into the other room to see, presumably see that it is dead.
You peek into the hallway, and yeah, that's about when you see the this door also starts to open as you peek into the hallway.
Which door?
Which door?
This one?
Yeah.
I duck back.
I don't think Max is in like any position to be moving quickly, so I don't think he's going to be moving.
So yeah, you duck back as the police officer, and I'm assuming you close the door.
But this one?
Yeah.
I think.
Never said I did.
Well,
I think John just closed it, didn't he?
yeah.
Did I?
You said
thought-
you peeked and then you ducked back.
So I'm here, and then I peeked around this corner to look into the hallway,
Oh.
and then I ducked back.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
So wait, John, earlier when you were standing on the other side of the door, was the door open that whole time?
I think so. I never said it closed then.
Okay.
And I
then
never said I closed it either.
Hell sees the officer come around the corner and is going to attempt to blip out with Max this time.
Not gonna leave him to his own devices again?
That was instinctual, okay? She was just like, I need to be safe right now. Now it's a little more planned.
Okay, roll plus weird. Oh boy. Someone might die here tonight. Oh.
Well, I'm one away from a full bar of experience, folks.
Me too. That was my first one.
Does it tell you what happens if you fail this ability?
It does. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. You don't quite manage it. Either you are all separated or you all appear in the wrong place.
That's on a
Lord.
mixed success.
It doesn't go beyond that in my little description here. It says on a 10 plus you all go where you wanted, and then on a 7 to 9. I don't see where the rest of it is.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you.
So,
Actually,
if it doesn't say anything, would that just imply that nothing happens? Or
yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Like, it doesn't say, so I feel like it just doesn't work in that case.
I wonder what the rule is on that.
It can get really dark and only certain body parts make it, and then there's nothing to stay behind.
Is anyone able to quickly look up Angel's Wings Monster of the Week?
Mm-hmm.
Failure. It seemed like I feel like a failure just means it doesn't work.
The first 2 sites I've found don't say what happens.
Um, I'll rule for now that it just doesn't work.
Hmm.
You try to concentrate and open the gate again, and your powers have just been misfiring a number of times now, and you um you try and you're just struggling right now to focus on your abilities and channel them, that it just fizzles out as you try to move through time and space.
I've tried 4 sources now, and they just say if you roll poorly, they either end up in the wrong place or the party is scattered.
I did see one thing that said it was just someone's opinion, but it was like in their opinion. It doesn't really have to do with the failure state, but they just mentioned that they think Angel Wings is a little on the strong side, so that they suggested if it's used like as a reaction to something, like to avoid danger or something, that it should also involve an act under pressure roll.
Yeah, that's what we had.
In,
We had done that
how did we?
when she first tried to use it to dodge the lightning.
Oh, okay.
Because normally I can do it without a roll if it's just
Yeah.
me, but because it was happening
In the
quickly,
moment. So
Okay,
yeah.
so nothing happens. So Hell's just gonna run through this door.
Yeah, Max, do you try to get out of the way as well?
Good luck.
I don't think he has the energy to. So he's just gonna kind of like, yeah, I don't see him having the ability to move right now. Like, he just got zapped twice by lightning.
So this cop is going to enter and inspect the scene.
I think Bracknell would tend to be unconscious.
Max?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Max is going to tend to be unconscious until he gets closer.
There wouldn't be any lights on, so he might not actually notice you right away as he walks through and is just like, what's going on here? And then sees that and has a look of disgust on his face and is just like, what the sees the obviously dead body. And probably at that point sees you, Max, and runs over and kneels down at you, just like, sir, are you okay? Sir?
And at this point, I'm going to open my eyes, look at him, and do mental.
Oh, these broken powers. Okay, roll for... What is this?
Yeah.
Plus weird?
Yeah.
Mental dominion. Roll plus charm. But
Wait, I think I hit the thing.
I think you can just hit the mental dominion and it should do it itself.
Yes. I think I had a thing where it was weird. I got a 9, so I have I can make him do one thing.
Okay. What do you command? As you look into his eyes and your eyes glimmer and you see the same glimmer reflected in his eyes.
Tell him to fall asleep for 24 hours.
Oh boy. You're just taking out all of my NPCs.
Pretty much, yeah.
One out.
They're in our way.
I put two to sleep, John killed one.
Not killed necessarily.
Well.
I don't have to kill you. I don't have to save you either.
It's like, at best, it's manslaughter. Possibly criminal negligence, but it's not murder.
Alright, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna, like, this is a cop, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take his gun.
No, that's a crime too.
Oh yeah.
Not crime.
Theft and murder are definitely at the same degree of crime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm making this so bad.
Okay. Yeah, you have a firearm, I guess, now?
Yeah.
While Max is doing that, I want to sneak around and try to find Chris's office.
Okay. There are stats for firearms. I'll have to get that for you.
If you just want like 9mm, I have that anyway.
Yeah, that would probably be the same, or at least pretty much the same stats as that.
It's either that or like a revolver type gun.
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll go with the 9mm just since you have it on you right now.
Okay.
To harm, close, and loud.
So just make note of that. Means that they have to be decently close for it to be accurate, and it is not a subtle weapon. But it does do decent harm. So John, you're going around looking for Chris's office?
Yeah, hopefully it's up around here somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just looking for it.
So, cop's asleep. You have no NPCs in your way anymore.
Free roam, baby.
Hell, what are you doing at this moment?
That's a great question. The water bottle's already full up again. She's probably gonna grab a second, like, thing of water in here. Real quick, just kind of like wave at the doctor and be like, remember, we still need to talk. Whole reason I stuck around. And then it's gonna go back here. Be like, really? Again? I guess sleep is better than dead. And be like, there's one more. I don't know if you're up for that today, though. Seems like you're gonna need some rest.
I'm gonna start crawling my way over to Dr. Vertigo. Well, she's a doctor, so I'm assuming she can help stabilize my wounds.
Might not be that kind of doctor.
She has a doctorate, but she's not a medical doctor.
Hmm. Then I'm gonna call over and ask her to get a first aid kit.
So the only way to actually stabilize is with like proper medical attention.
Lovely.
First aid is how you reduce the harm by 1 degree per injury. But you can't actually stabilize, and depending on and injuries will get worse if you don't get medical attention, and it depends on the type of injury basically determines how quickly they get worse.
Okay.
That's why it would have been nice if my heal had worked, because I have the ability to stabilize too.
Yeah.
And if I get one more thing of experience, then I can spec into unquenchable vitality, which will let me do the same thing that you do as well to myself.
However, as you guys are taking care of that, John, what
Hello.
are you up to?
Okay. Is this Chris's office?
You see the sign on that says bathroom.
I mean, it's close.
Real
Is
close.
this Chris's office?
That says stairwell.
It's right next to the stairs.
Oh, but it's actually like another stairwell right here on the lower map that leads to it.
Oh. Weird. Is Chris's office back here?
As you go back there, let me just reveal more of this.
I'm still carrying my water jug, by the way, just in case.
Just like up on a shoulder.
I'll
Just-
readjust the camera. Oh, you didn't get that much. Let me just.
I'm pretty confident that her office is going to have like a nameplate on the door or something like that. So I'm just skipping around looking for something like that.
So you see two pane windows on the far side of this room. And the doors here says observation room.
Nope, that ain't it. How about down here?
That says animal research area.
That ain't it.
We could go inside. Never know there could be some offices in there.
Did you look through these windows?
Sure.
And there you see it's not actually empty. I just didn't have the uh, icons for what would be in there. In this room, you see it's a fairly open space. And you see what essentially looks like a place for animals to sort of run around in. There's a few like balls and stuff and different sort of toys for animals. Looks like a area that they use to observe their behavior and how they are doing.
Oh, that is interesting. But okay. I figured out where her office is going to be. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. I'm going to open up the stairwell. And I'm going to go up to the 3rd floor.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it connects through here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
it
it's
connects
these
to there.
stairs.
Okay, I'll go up these stairs then.
Those stairs end there.
Okay, I'll go to the stairwell and go up.
That stairwell also ends at the 2nd floor.
What the hell was this?
That's just the windows.
No, but these were clearly stairs. Like,
Yeah.
where do they go from this?
No, those are the. So what you're seeing there is how does it look on?
Another.
Oh, so
overhang.
here from the stairwell, I should be able to see up then. That's
Yeah, you can see up through there, and you can see windows of another floor. In this stairwell, it only goes down. In this stairwell and this stairwell, they only go down. You would have noticed that going through this area here, this door is labeled stairs.
Well, there I go.
You guys just didn't let me speak.
Up I go.
Okay. So those stairs take you jumping ahead of me.
Oblivion. Oblivion. They don't see him.
Although it does really look like this connects, but
I guess I can whatever.
Give me 1 second.
Wait, where are you? I don't see you.
I'm a ghost. There I am. Hi. What the heck's going on here?
Oh, so the stairs come out there? Oh, the stairs come out here. Okay.
So you this door to the stairs also required the key card, but you have that on hand, so
Did it?
you're able to get up into this office, which has these pane windows that look down upon the landing there.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Computer with 3 monitors on the far right wall, and on the top wall you see a desk with some notes and journals on it. As John is exploring, we'll cut back to Hell and Max. What are you two currently doing?
Oh, I need medical attention.
I'll let you know that the injuries you have, although bad, the electrical damage, it won't be a super constant harm that you'll be taking.
Yeah.
If you're to leave it unattended, these injuries specifically, if you to leave unattended for like a day, it'll start getting worse, the burns and stuff, but you'll probably be okay for probably a few hours at least before you start taking harm again.
Okay. I have a quick question though.
Yeah?
Is that harm at like a steady pace of like one per whatever, or is it just like, or does it get progressively worse?
I'd say it, from a mechanical standpoint, it'd be like one, like every couple hours, at the most. Possibly if you try to exert yourself in a certain degree, might be more risky at the current moment, but it'll be a while before your injuries actually start getting worse.
Okay. Then, yep. So what do we do with health? I guess I'm gonna try and push myself up. And I'm gonna attempt to hide the gun on me.
I think we should try opening some more of these spaces.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make this really fun.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I would like to. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove the police officer's clothing and put them on myself.
So just take his like jacket and stuff, uniform.
Yeah. Yeah, take his uniform
Actually,
and then.
I think he's a detective.
Okay.
How asleep is he?
Oh, like he's asleep, like fully asleep for 24 hours.
Yeah, he's a detective, so he's not a uniformed officer. He has the badge. Looks professional, but doesn't wear like a full police uniform.
And then you guys will love this, but after I do that, I'm going to pick him up and I'm gonna stuff him in a locker.
I'm the crazy one.
I'm surrounded by questionable sanity. Hell's gonna raise her eyebrow at that and be like, I'm gonna go release some animals from captivity. And is going to...
Wait, how do you know there were animals there?
Oh, because I was here a different time with John, and we
Okay.
sat behind this a while ago. Yeah.
Alright, so then yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take his clothes, stuff him in the locker, make myself look presentable, and then I'm gonna follow the Hellspawn child.
Okay. This would be taking place as John was exploring a little bit, so we'll just stick with you guys for a brief moment longer. So, you head to the animal research area. And you enter the first area.
Yeah.
So, enter the first area. You see a um, a sort of like a large crate that this one would be holding this one would be holding a dog in it, who's currently sleeping. Since the surge in this world, animal pets are not super common. Because animal behavior has changed significantly.
I thought it was wild animals that were.
It wasn't just wild animals. It started out with wild animals, but then some domesticated animals also started to show changes in behavior. It's mostly wild. It's mostly seen in wild animals, but there have been reports of domesticated animals as well.
Okay. Opening the next.
In this room, you see some more crates, like large crates. These ones are holding I'd say cats in them, feline. They're kept separate. These ones are awake as you enter, and they're kind of just still just lying around.
As cats do.
Yeah.
Yes. Are there any notes? Like, is there anything pinned to the cages? Any clipboards? Or
I'd
things?
say there would be, yeah, there'd be clipboards against on each of the crates.
What do they say?
They'd give the basic health information of the animal, its name, age, and whatnot. As well as recorded behavioral patterns.
Either of the cats have a record of aggression?
These cats have no, or it states, no abnormal aggression, noted.
Great. Hell's gonna open both cages. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. Before I do that, I'm just gonna remember that they're here because there's still one worm left in this crazy building, and I don't want them to get attacked.
That's very fair. And in this area, you'd also notice the observation, or this room, which again is just a big open area that that looks like it's meant for the animals to sort of run around in. So they can either be in there with them or observe safely from behind the windows. To monitor their behavior and stuff.
Next room.
This one would have bunnies in it.
Also, any history of aggression noted on their chart.
This one would state increased level of aggression, keep separate from or handle with caution.
Okay.
It seems to be asleep at the moment.
So singular, one bunny.
Yeah, it would be on its own. Yeah.
Okay. Next.
It's the Monty
room.
Python bunny.
That's what I was picturing. Pure white with red eyes.
Just death incarnate. Okay, we've had dog, cats, bunnies. This one, this one has one of them these are sort of like stacked multiple crates. On one side you see that there's mice in on one side, this side, and on the other side it has rats.
Same check. History of aggression.
Let's just. Oh, I don't have dice on me. You'd see that the most of the mice have I've seen no signs of aggression. There's one mouse that says does say high signs of aggression. Further research, further observation required. You see on the rats that there is, I'd say, 2 that say the same thing. 2 out of 4.
And then, is there a sign on this door here?
There's no sign on it. If you enter, it's merely leads out of this area.
Okay. I'm just gonna pop back. Did the dog sign say signs of aggression or no?
The dog said no signs of aggression.
Fantastic. Okay. And then I'm gonna go back here and see what's going on in here.
This space looks like this space would have been actually, yeah, this space would have been would have looked like a break room. I didn't put the icons there, but there'd be a table set up with some chairs around it, fridge to one side,
Ooh, what's in the fridge?
You see a thing of milk, a couple different bottles of condiments, um,
Any bottles of water,
a
perchance?
container that says Doctor that says Francis's do not touch.
Never.
Like somebody stealing lunch from somebody else.
Um,
I bet it was Chris. She's evil. Was.
I don't. There wouldn't be any bottles of water in here. There would be an ice cube tray in the freezer. But there would also be a sink and countertop next to the fridge.
Oh, nice. Max, do you want to fill up your water jug there?
Sure.
Water jug would be tricky to fill up at a sink.
Well, I'm sure there's cups or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, you're able to some capacity. It's just not a seat.
Does it have like one of those like nozzles you can pull out?
No, they don't have the budget for that.
Oh, sure, they can budget for electrical worm experiments, but not...
Where do you think the budget went?
Yeah, fair.
You think they're treating their employees well?
Obviously not. 2 of them are dead.
What? No, only one's dead.
Well, no, a woman died. That's
No,
one
that's
reason-
true. That's true. Yeah.
For the reason that Paul came here anyway. What's the sign on this space?
There's no sign there. But there's like a window on the door. Then you can see it leads into the hallway. That leads down the corridor. Windows at the other end. That are letting a bit of light in. Although the lights aren't on in this hallway, but you can just see I guess it's nighttime right now. So, moonlight coming in through the windows.
Well, okay. Well, what should we do, Max? I mean, you're pretty seriously hurt. I could take a bit of damage. I feel like we need to set a trap for this last worm to take it out. And I think we need to find John.
And as you say that, we'll cut back to John. You've reached the office of Chris. What do you do up here?
Okay. First things first, the stuff on the desk here, I will skim through it for anything that looks remotely interesting, and anything that does, I will just shove it into my bag. I'm not taking the time to read or scrutinize it. And anything that isn't like definitely irrelevant, I'm taking.
Okay. You do note some documents and stuff that aren't what's the term for
Redacted.
that also have mentioned Titan shipping. So you're able to like more or less like looking for that specifically, and you're able to get a few documents and shipping manifestos and shove them into your bag.
Yeah, and anything about like their scheduling or the experiments they're doing, like anything related to that, I'll take.
Yep, that's easy enough for you to do.
And then I will go look at this computer. Is it on / logged in?
It's on, but it is not logged in. It requires username and password. Well, it requires password.
There's no sticky note on the monitor saying what the password is.
No.
It's good to check.
You do not notice any very obvious password.
Okay. I don't think I have any hacking skills. Probably not much that's gonna happen there. Okay, and what's
You could
this?
take it to somebody who does have hacking skills.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea actually. Can I remove the hard drive?
I'd say yeah. It would, to me, it would make sense that John would be the type of person who would know how to take computers apart.
Definitely.
It's not terribly difficult, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Your weird science plus your paranoia.
Yeah.
You've probably built your own computer.
What a nerd. Yeah, I don't think he's a hacker per se, but you know, I would believe he has some basic computer skills.
Yeah.
So I will take the hard drive, put that in my bag too, and I'll see what this room here is. I'm guessing
It's an elevator.
another elevator. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a large elevator.
Recalling my knowledge of the lower floor layout, I'm pretty sure that just goes to all 3 floors. So
Yeah.
not super concerned about that. Okay, I'll go back down the stairs and look for these other folks.
Okay. As you guys go,
We can hopefully get out of here.
as you guys go to meet up again, did we want to take a quick break? For like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll be right back. We're back. Okay. I guess they would also have the so one worm down. You've explored a good portion of this facility. And you guys regrouped. Where do you guys regroup?
We can just say I find them here in the break room.
You guys gather together, and you know who you have, and you know there's one worm left that you know of. So,
Yes.
what's the
Is
plan?
it one word?
I think there's just one more, and I think it's the one downstairs in that, uh, you know, electrical exhibit thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to be careful because we're all kind of hurt. And
I mean, I can probably take a hit as long as we all collectively hit this thing with water.
I feel you guys would disagree, but I think we should just pack up our shit and get away from here before more cops show up or something like that. Let the professionals handle it.
I mean, these scientists are apparently professionals. I don't know. I'm not an adult, but like, not all adults seem to have their shit together.
What are you talking about? Once you reach adulthood, you automatically have your shit together.
I've heard that.
I've yet to experience that.
I've met some pretty schmarmy adults, so here we are.
So what's your guys' plan? What do you do?
I expect to be outvoted, but I've said what I want to do.
I mean, we can always come back.
We could. We might run into more obstacles in trying to do that.
We can come back better prepared, though.
I mean, we killed this
cops
one
everywhere.
pretty unceremoniously.
Come back with super soakers.
Electric super soakers.
Actually, yeah, what's the specification on my small items when you need it, Jake? Could I, hypothetically, I'm not saying I pull out a super soaker, obviously not a small item. Very much understand.
Gigantic water gun.
This
Just like one of those
massive
little
water
squirt
gun
guns.
comes out of my pocket. No. Could I pull out some water balloons? Like, empty water balloons.
So, balloons?
Sure.
Oh, that seems like a reasonable thing. But let me just double check the ability. So does specify something that you've previously stored.
Cool. Backup plan. I have the ability to teleport, and as we've discussed, that's a little bit OP.
Yes. So you just peace out for a brief moment.
The rated Toys R Us back.
Just rated dollar store.
Just raid dollar store. That's immediately what I was thinking. I would obviously leave like a $10 bill behind. It's a dollar store. It can't be more than that.
This ability. Every ability in this game is just so broken.
Yeah.
Except for me.
You can literally tell if anyone lies to you.
Ever.
Now, how much does that help me fight electric slug monsters?
I mean, if all the NPCs weren't just put to sleep.
Alright, super
Another
super soaker.
another OP ability.
Yeah, there's no real reason why that wouldn't work. To get to a party supply store to grab some balloons. Yeah, I can't justify any reason why that would not work.
Fabulous. Then we have a little montage, like, you know, a special forces team getting ready for battle, except we're filling up water guns and water balloons, and it's a great time.
Okay, if we're doing that, then I want to try to using miscellaneous lab supplies and stuff that are around since we're taking the time to do this. I want to try to fashion some sort of like portable lightning rod.
Oh.
Weird science.
Portable light. Oh, like I get it.
I like it. I like it. Yeah. So, roll for your weird science ability. I'll pull that up just to. Mixed success. Give me one. Okay, you. On a mixed success, you pick one requirement and the keeper picks a second one.
Okay. I will pick that.
You roll 2 3s with that.
I'll say I need help beyond the hunters on my team to finish it, and I'll get Dr. What's Her Name to help with me.
I would say it will take. Once you get it where you want it, it'll take a few moments to actually, like, set it up properly. So, like, you can assemble it, you can get it put together and stuff, but once you get to where you get it where you want it, it takes a few minutes to actually get it set up. Is what I'd say.
And then, due to my science ability, after we've determined the requirements, I get to remove one of them of my choice by figuring a way around that requirement. So I'm gonna put wheels on it.
God, I don't have any broken abilities. Jeez. So yeah, you're able to find some casters in one of the lab areas, taken off a table or chair, probably one of the office chairs, and strap it to this. What does this look like?
Well, I'm guessing it's kind of like a tripod setup type thing, with metal spokes poking off in every which direction, and then, little caster wheels on the bottom. Maybe it's got like a handle or something so I can maneuver it around safely. Handle's made of wood, obviously, so I don't get that. It's all very brilliant.
You are so proud of this device, and Hal and Max, you look at this, and it looks like a device.
It does something.
Okay, I'll let these two handle the jug of water I had. I'll be in charge of the cool lightning rod.
Wait.
So you're armed with water balloons and a lightning rod. You'd probably need to take this thing down down the elevator.
I can't imagine it's super heavy. I could probably carry it down the stairs if I needed to. But...
Yeah. So which way do you guys head down to the first level? As I assume that's where you're going. Taking that elevator. So, is that the elevator you guys are taking? This one?
Makes
I
the most
propose
sense.
that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or are you taking the stairs?
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
we are carrying it down the stairs, so elevator might be the best.
Yeah, let's do it. Elevator.
Okay. You guys go to the elevator. All of you cram in with the sharp tripod. And then you all relocate as the elevator goes down to the first floor. I'll just move you over there. And you can all exit the elevator as it just goes down slowly. Gentle elevator music plays as you go down. After this action montage of acquiring things, filling up water balloons, and putting together a lightning rod. I should have hid that a while back. You don't see it.
See what?
Yeah, nothing. So how do you guys approach?
Okay, do you guys know where the thing is?
Oh, it's
I
in
saw
Cal would
it.
tell us.
It was around this corner and down in one of those big machines.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'll just like peek around the corner, and do I see electrical sparks anywhere of any kind?
Let me just change the mood music. So you enter down this hallway that's only lit by the neon lights of the displays in this area. Different interactive displays that show the workings of electricity. As you guys walk down the hallway, you do notice that at the end, the last machine, the lights are flickering sporadically. This last machine here seems to be malfunctioning, not working properly.
I, being in front, would like to take my the cap of my water bottle and move up to here and throw it at the machine to try and, like, you know how you throw something onto a spider's web to get it to come out? That's kind of the idea.
Okay.
I will.
And I'd say assume positions. So someone should probably go over here and someone over here.
I will make sure the lightning rod's in position,
Yeah.
sort of in the middle of the room.
Okay.
I feel like I think this should happen, but I feel like we're in the activities for a cocoon.
What was that?
Nothing.
I didn't quite hear what you said, so. But, so you guys prepare yourselves. John, you set up the lightning rod. Where do you set it up exactly? Just in the middle, you said?
Just the middle of the room, yeah.
Okay. Hell, can I get you to roll to act under pressure as you go and toss the water bottle at the machine?
can't hear you.
Oh boy.
Well, you level up.
Let me just pull out. Unless things go to hell. Okay.
Can't be that hard to just throw something at a big machine.
Like, that's... Also, how could that go wrong? It's not that bad.
So, good news, you got its attention. Bad news, you went to throw the bottle and it, hits off the back wall and then falls to the floor and spills out, so you don't actually hit it with water. But
Were you throwing the whole water bottle or just the cap?
It was just the top of the water bottle that I threw.
oh, okay, I thought you threw the water bottle. That's what I heard. Thought you did. Okay, my mistake. I thought you were just throwing the bottle. But yeah, you do get its attention as you whiff the bottle, and from out comes the worm, bigger than when you had seen it previously.
Oh, wait.
As it hisses and darts out of this machine. As it comes out, charging its the lightning in its mouth, which would have hit one of you, but because of the weird science contraption in the middle of the room, the lightning in its jaws just arcs straight towards that as it surges around, collecting all the electricity that would come from this creature's mouth. You have a moment to take a move. What do you do?
I'm gonna duck down and say, Max, now! And assume that you have a water gun, and I'm gonna throw a water balloon at it at the same time.
I'm sorry, you assume I have a water gun?
Because I got them.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, we geared up.
Okay.
The gearing up montage.
Okay.
Do you not remember the montage?
It was
No.
quick. It was a quick montage.
Alright.
We're gonna have a montage. Yeah. So you whiff a water balloon at it as you yell at Max to make his move as well.
Yes, and I crouch down a little bit, even though I'm not very tall, so it won't take much. And he's quite tall, so he can shoot at it over my head, I would assume.
Okay. Now.
And I will just try to keep the lightning rod between me and the worm.
Fair enough. Yeah. Now, would this classify as act under pressure or kick some ass for the water balloons and attacks?
I would present the case that I am kick some ass, because I'm right next to it, and then...
And I'm shooting something like a gun, so that was
And
still
I'm
also...
shouting at you to act. So I would say that's acting under pressure. So
Yeah.
if he's acting under pressure, I'm...
That seems fair. So yeah, let's go. Hell first. Roll for kick some ass.
Don't forget he leveled up too, so... Before.
Oh. I
Um,
mean, I don't think I get to pick
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I, depending on the situation, we might have it. You choose your abilities like for the next session. You still keep marking experience, um, but we might have it be the next session for the abilities. I'm not sure. Uh, if you have
Um,
something in mind, depending on what it is, we could uh, go go for it.
no, it's fine. We won't do it right
Um, Mixed success, which I believe is just the exchange of harm.
now. And I would like to use a point of luck, please.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, she wants
Oh
it
boy.
dead.
okay. Using our second point of luck.
Who used the first one?
Uh,
I did.
John, to do a murder.
Oh.
Manslaughter.
You know what? Also for a murder, but different.
It's basically the same thing.
I mean, yeah, if you're wanting to use your luck to for change a mixed success to full success, you can.
I do.
Okay. Um, what extra effect did you want to give on this kick some ass?
Um, I would like to inflict. Well, yeah, I'd like to inflict terrible harm.
Now, these are interesting circumstances because I don't have this things. These are interesting circumstances because normally kick some ass is an exchange of harm. However, you've negated its main ability with the lightning rod.
Oh my god. Right.
So, yeah, I think it only uses the acid spray on stunned targets, so it would still be trying to uh, stun.
Stupid worm.
So you said you were going for inflict terrible harm.
I am.
So you yeet this water balloon directly into its face, and you see it's dissolving.
Can I add a little flair there, Jake?
Yeah.
I'd like to think that Hell tied the like ends of two water balloons together so it becomes like a swinging thing in the air.
Just
And
like
it
a
just like
spinning. Yeah.
Ebola? You mean
like
Ebola?
bola, yes, and it just wraps around its body somewhere and just like curves in on itself and then explodes.
Yeah, it wraps around the worm, and then as the worm's acidic body dissolves the exterior of the balloons, they both burst, um, and the water just engulfs this creature. Uh, which would be dealing 3 harm to it, as it's just completely drenched. Max, you're up for act under pressure as this thing is now drenched.
Is that under pressure and not fixing us? Because I'm like actively attacking you with abilities with the water gun.
Um,
Yeah, like shooting a real gun is still kicking some ass.
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, depending on the situation.
Well, this situation
Yeah.
is that we're attacking it
Yeah.
with a water gun.
The only distinction is that Max is at a bit of a range to it, so whether that affects the worm's ability to fight back.
Yeah, that's often how it can sometimes go. Is like if you're at an actual range with something, then it's not technically kick some ass. It's either you inflict harm as intended, or it's an act under pressure to do it properly. And
Even
inflict
though I'm
harm.
attacking with water,
Yeah,
I'll do active repression.
it kicks some ass if there is a way for exchange to happen.
And I failed.
You could use luck.
Everybody uses
Yeah,
luck.
but- Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, when I use luck,
Oh yeah, what's the condition for the divine's luck?
yeah,
Luck special.
yeah.
Just mark luck, you trigger your playbook's luck special. Oh, wait, no, it's here. You get word that your mission requires something difficult that must be done by you. Urgently.
I'm not sure I ever did the luck special for mine when I used my luck.
When you pick an aspect of the current situation, the keeper will tell you other conspiracies that the aspect connects to.
I don't know how applicable that is here, but
I'll tell you something. I'll figure yours out at a later point, John, because it's not as urgent to the situation.
works for me.
Hell's luck. We'll figure this out. We'll figure yours out in a second, Hell. But at Max, at this moment, are you sticking with the fail, or are you?
Yeah, you know what? I'll join the luck squad.
Everybody using the luck.
Yeah, that's like that. Wait. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it. I am gonna take the level of experience.
Okay.
There.
So you go to aim the water gun that Hell had provided you, and when you pull the trigger, it basically it breaks.
Yeah, I'm too strong.
Dollar store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You realize that this is the cheapest ass water gun that has no actual pressure to it and kind of just broke immediately after not even one use.
Lovely. Okay.
And it's basically just a hunk of plastic now. As the worm is dissolving, John, is there something that you'd like to attempt, or you're just going to continue? You're still sitting back.
Would I have any of these water balloons?
I specifically gave you and almost said Bracken, you and Max water guns.
I'll shoot the gun at the worm. Why not?
Okay, so I'd say this would also be act under pressure. Mixed success.
Yeah,
6 and a
6
4.
and a 4.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I'd say if you do hit the creature, you are firing a water gun between you and the lightning rod. I think that this would cause a electrical current backfire. If you do choose to commit to the shooting of the creature. It won't be its full throttle of its attack, but you'll take some harm.
In that case, no, I will not shoot it. I will just focus on maintaining the lightning.
So you go to aim the gun, but then you realize shooting it at past the lightning rod would be a very bad choice. And you don't want to get closer to this creature, so you hold back, and then the worm, realizing it's caught in a bad situation, is going to slither this way and away from the lightning rod and around the corner towards hell to get away from whatever's messing up with its attack.
I mean, you know I'm going blip.
It's looks like it's going to go for an attack against you, since you're the one who heard it. So yeah, roll plus weird to try and blip out of the way in time. Okay. So it's states that you don't end up where you want to, or you get separated.
That's if I have another person with me. You can go instantly to any. Oh yes, it is. Sorry. 7 to 9. You don't quite manage it. Either you are separated from the person you're with, or you appear in the wrong place.
Okay. So, first, where was your intended location?
Good question. Probably on the other side of the lightning rod would be the smartest place to go. So that's my intended location.
Hey, so I'm going to say you do manage to dodge its attack. However, you're staring at this creature, and as you blip out, accidentally following your line of sight, appear directly behind it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Max, you have a moment to make a move. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm reading my magic right now.
This creature's just hissing, and you hear the crackling of electricity between its jaws as it's as you would have seen an arc of electricity go past down this hallway.
Okay, so even though the water gun is broken itself, it still has water in the reservoir, right?
Yeah, it would.
Okay. I would like to unscrew the cap of the reservoir and step in and chuck it at it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to do that.
Now, are you wanting to... I'll give you the choice if you're doing it from range to act under pressure, or if you're wanting to get up to it, kick some ass.
I'll do it at act under pressure.
So, kick some ass is almost you're going to take harm. Act under pressure, you might... There's a chance of taking harm, depending on the situation, but it's not guaranteed, like kick some ass.
Okay. And how's it looking?
What? It's
How's it
looking
looking?
very injured. The water balloon did a lot to it.
Let's do it. Kick some ass.
Okay. Roll to kick some ass. Mix.
9.
Hell, did you want to help?
I would love to help.
Then roll plus cool to help out and see if you can turn this from a mix to a full success.
Yeah, she did.
So, the two of you ganging up on this thing from both sides. Describe what this is like.
Oh, from my end, you just see me holding like the wrong end of the super soaker and bring the opposite end down for its head with the water spoutsman.
Hell, what do you do to assist in this action?
I think seeing him come charging down the hallway, I would use the moment where it's distracted to pull out the last 2 water balloons and just clap them over the top of the back of it.
With both of those techniques together, you splatter the water balloons on this, and you take the super soaker, and just bring it down onto this thing, and it just splats in acid and a spark of electricity just that goes out, and it just splatters across the floor in a dissolved puddle of grossness. And it's no longer moving.
That's good.
You did it!
Yay.
Teamwork!
Now what?
That's, well, I'd say we're pretty well at our time limit. I believe, right?
Yeah, we're just a bit over. Join us next time.
We'll end it with how your beeper's going off. Your pager.
Of course it is.
Not the beeper.
Yeah, your pager is going off from Goliath, urgent. And we'll resolve that next time. Thank you for joining us, and as always, I don't know how to properly end a stream. Bye!